Hi, I'm Toye Johnson-Vincent, your no sugarcoating coach, motivational speaker, certified life coach, HR consultant, podcast host of Speak to Me First podcast show. I'll say that one more time. Speak to Me First podcast show. So I hope you're enjoying your day. Today just happens to be Valentine's Day 2023. And I hope that you have a wonderful start to the day or have had a wonderful start to the day, afternoon, and evening if it's time to wind down. But let me just say this on Valentine's Day, which, is usually a symbol or showing symbols of love, affection, uh, interest, if you will. And, if only from time to time we could think about, do we actually love what we do? Do we love or do we have a deep interest in what we actually do on a daily basis in terms of our career? And that may be the $1 million question because many of us probably are saying, well, I go to my job every day, so I must love it, right? Not necessarily. And again, when you think about something of like, versus love, they're two different concepts, right? Typically, things start out as like in a relationship, and then it may evolve into a love or loving relationship between either two people or what have you. And again, if you think about that, maybe we started out, remember the new hire orientation? And I'm relating this to career development and job search and all of that today. Because again, my background is in HR, primarily started out with talent acquisition, matching that wonderful talent to major corporations over the years. So I've seen thousands of resumes. I've interviewed at least 1,000 people, if not more, because I started way back when you could actually walk in off the street with your resume in hand. So that's how far back that I go. But moving forward, you normally it's orientation and you're excited and you remember that you liked your job when you walked in the first few days, even the first few months. You were so excited about being there and all of the things that you would learn and learn from other people, and even including the person that was training you on the job, even though you had some experience, but just learning the ways of how the corporate worked, the corporate structure, if you will, all of that. And really, you just started to evolve within perhaps that first 90 days, which we consider in the HR world new hire orientation. You're orientating yourself to the company. It's not just about paperwork. It really isn't. It starts there, but then it should evolve. You should have a feeling of this feels great. It feels good, and then it feels great. And so when you think about the concept of like versus love, think about it in the way of your job or even your job search. You're so excited about moving on maybe from a company. Now, hang in there with me for a minute. You'll get it. You're thinking about moving on from a company. What about that? Well, you may be in like at a minute, and then you say, okay, I really love this because you know what? I can leave what I've done behind me. You will take the skills that are necessary, transferable skills, which is what I kind of teach you how to utilize as a coach with a career background in HR. And I do focus on career development. So I'm just saying from my own experience and just talking with others and working with others and listening to others over the countless presentations that I've done. Some people were in their mid-career, some were at the beginning of their career status, and others were seasoned professionals like myself. You don't have to be an entrepreneur, but you may be a seasoned professional and certified in different areas. But right back to what I was saying, what about that, just that feeling of, I'm, I've been here too long, or I've been here long enough in one particular place, and I would like to move on. and you decided to just pick up your blocks, if you will, and that would be your resume, and you started getting it out there on multiple platforms, including LinkedIn, a professional website. You started to network, you did all of that. Well, guess what? You're headed in the right direction, but you were only in like. But did you really love the whole process? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, well, let's just fast forward. Why don't we? So now you've already been at a job in your life that you had, and you went through the whole orientation and you stayed there for a few years. And let's just say somewhere between 3 and 5 years. Most people own their homes or the first homes for the first 5 years, and then it seems like they're ready to go somewhere else. It's all something about that five. Now, next phase, you say, great, I stayed there roughly 5 years. I have all this experience, and I want to use my transferable skills to do something that I really love to do. So that means you're taking your knowledge from somewhere else, you're taking your experiences from somewhere else, and then different areas in your life. What makes you happy? What can create that loving feeling? Again, it's Valentine's Day, so love, you get it? Yep. And now you're in that role. You finally found what you love to do, and you were able to transfer those skills from all of your previous employment, your jobs, if you will. How about that? Isn't that a beautiful thing? Well, you think about that for a minute. I hope you'll say yes. And next and last, I want to tell you, if you're struggling in your job right now, it doesn't matter if you're a seasoned professional or you're just starting out or you're mid-career and you're thinking about a change and you're just not sure if you can utilize the skills that you've already accomplished or your experience that you've had in multiple positions, right? And perhaps you've even, worked in multiple states, if you will. Okay, so you work nationally, and where you work one place, they don't do the same thing, but you were able to think about this in your mind, that you were able to turn that company around. You were able to offer up something to be a major contributor, and you just don't know how to do it or how to respond to interview questions, if you will, or how to get that resume in front of the right people. What I mean by that is in front of people or companies that really would take a serious interest in you, your background, and what you have to offer. And then guess what? Absolutely get paid for it, and paid by what you are worth, not because of the job market, but what you're worth and your experience are worth. So if you're dealing with all that right now, I said a whole lot in this piece. I want you, don't wait, inbox through LinkedIn, the professional website. Make sure you do that. Inbox, and let's sit down for that 30-minute complimentary coaching call that I'm sure you may need, but you may not think you need a coach or mentor. I can assure you most of us do. And what I can also assure you is that most of us wait until you're handed a box to say the relationship is coming to an end, i.e., layoff, fired, whatever, right? And that is not the time to wait until something happens before you react. So let's start preparing better in terms of career development, professional development, personal growth and development. All of those things factor in as you are embarking on a new career, perhaps going into a new industry. And the major point of it all is that, again, coaches and mentors may be vital to your successful career and or life skills journey. So I thank you very much for listening today. I hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day of like and or love and affection with people, your family, all of that. I hope it all really works out well for you. And more importantly, from my perspective, I really do hope that you will inbox me and just understand this. I am here to help you. I am here to guide you, and it's a 30-minute complimentary coaching call. There's no price, no fee, no anything. So let's see if we will connect. Again, inbox me on LinkedIn, if you will. I appreciate that. To learn more about me and my hashtag stories of resilience, make sure you check out my website before even inboxing me, right? TJV empowers you, the letter U.com. TJV empowers you, the letter U.com. And I'm on all social media platforms. You can connect with me there as well. Like, follow, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Toye Johnson-Vincent, just pull me up there, motivational speaker. And of course, not only YouTube, Twitter, of course, I said LinkedIn already, the professional website. I'll be looking for your inbox message. Of course, Facebook, I have a profile and a page. You can follow me on my page there, Toye Johnson-Vincent. Just pull me up. And again, my podcast show, Speak to Me First podcast show. Speak to Me First podcast show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share my podcast show. I'm sure you will love a few of my episodes. So thank you very much. And again, I'm Toye Johnson-Vincent, your no sugarcoating coach. And as I say when I end all of my broadcasts, success is in your future. Bye for now.